Something has just happened that could shake the very foundations of Britain's political right. One of the most influential men on the planet has stepped in, and his words have gone viral, tearing into Nigel Farage in a way few could have predicted. And in the middle of it all, a brand new political force is suddenly rising. A political firestorm has erupted after Elon Musk, the world's richest man, launched a ruthless attack on Reform UK leader Nigel Farage. In a blistering post on his own platform, X, Musk dismissed Farage as weak, runny sauce and declared he would deliver nothing of real political change. Instead, Musk threw his weight behind Advance UK, a new party led by Rupert Lowe and Ben Habib. In that post, Musk told his 190 million followers, "Farage is weak, runny sauce. He won't even stand up for his own members, like punishing their Epping MP. He will change nothing of significance politically. Go with Advance UK, Ben and Tommy, for the real change needed to save Britain." That single post exploded online, more than 50,000 likes within hours and over 7 million views. Ben Habib, leader of Advance UK, immediately seized the moment. He accused Farage of betraying the very principles he claims to champion. Habib said Farage doesn't truly believe in the nation, in free speech, in democracy, or in equality under the law. He argued Farage would happily give up Northern Ireland and Scotland, that he silences freedom of expression inside Reform, and that he bows to progressive discrimination, favouring minorities over the majority. Habib went further, accusing Farage of using lawfare tactics, saying, "He is the opposite of what the country needs." This extraordinary clash comes only weeks after Musk publicly endorsed Habib's new movement. Advance UK launched at the end of June, after Habib, once Reform's deputy leader, was replaced by Richard Tice. Now he's pitching his new party as a fresh political force, insisting it won't split the Reform vote but instead provide a genuine alternative. Musk seems to agree. In another post, he said bluntly, "Advance UK will actually drive change. Farage is weak sauce and will do nothing." Habib later revealed that he and Musk have been in contact since January. He told GB News that Musk shares 3 core beliefs with him. First, that Western civilization is in decline under its current leadership. Second, that Nigel Farage is not the solution for Britain. And third, that Advance UK is. Habib added, "There is great love and concern for the UK from people in the United States. Elon Musk is one of them. The UK's betterment is helped by the protective umbrella of figures like him. It's a remarkable intervention." Only last December, Musk was photographed meeting with Farage and Reform UK's Treasurer Nick Candy, with rumours swirling of a potential multi-million-pound donation. But that relationship soured fast. Farage later admitted Musk had pushed for his removal, though he brushed it off as Musk trying to pressure him into shifting on issues he refused to move on. Now, less than a year later, Musk has made his position crystal clear. In his eyes, Nigel Farage is not the man to change Britain. And with Musk's millions of followers and his reputation as one of the world's most influential figures, his endorsement of Advance UK could inject a powerful new force into British politics. Whether this sparks a true movement or just another flashpoint in Britain's turbulent political landscape remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, Elon Musk has just dealt Nigel Farage a savage blow, and it could reshape the fight for the political right in Britain. In other news, Nigel Farage himself stands accused of attacking his own country. According to James Cleverly, speaking on GB News, the shadow levelling up minister condemned the Reform UK leader just as Farage prepares to testify before the US House Judiciary Committee in Washington. Farage will be speaking about free speech in the UK, highlighting the case of Graham Linehan, who says he was detained at Heathrow Airport over 3 posts on X. He is also expected to raise the case of Lucy Connolly, released last month at the halfway point of a 31-month sentence for a post about asylum seekers in the aftermath of the Southport murders. Speaking on GB News, Cleverly said Farage was more interested in pushing his own political agenda than defending the country. He remarked, "I've been to parts of the world where free speech really is curtailed. We must be careful not to feed into what is fundamentally a political attack from Nigel Farage against his own country. We do have free speech in Britain, and we value it, but it does need protecting. Some overzealous individuals may curtail it, but for the most part, this is a fantastic country with real freedoms, and that includes freedom of speech." Cleverly argued Labour has failed to protect those freedoms adequately, but insisted Farage was exploiting the issue to score points rather than defend principle. Meanwhile, American voices have increasingly waded into Britain's free speech debate. Among them is US Vice President J.D. Vance, who has openly condemned the UK's Online Safety Act. Parts of the law came into effect on July 25, including age restrictions on pornographic and harmful sites. Vance has slammed it as a restriction on free speech not only for the UK, but with consequences for the US as well. Back in July, the debate turned ugly when Technology Secretary Peter Kyle accused Farage of siding with people like Jimmy Savile simply because of his opposition to the bill. Farage demanded an apology, but one has yet to be given. Vice President Vance also made his position clear at the Munich Security Conference in February. He blasted EU officials for suppressing free speech, accused Europe of encouraging mass migration, and said leaders were abandoning core civilizational values. Now, Farage is set to raise Graham Linehan's case in Washington, after the Father Ted co-creator was arrested on suspicion of inciting violence for a post on X. That arrest sparked a furious backlash, with figures including J.K. Rowling condemning it as absurd. When asked about the arrest, Cleverly admitted it seemed like an overreaction. He said, "It was a joke that Graham himself admitted wasn't very funny. I think it's important we don't over-police criticism. Freedom of speech is important and we value it here in the UK. I've travelled to countries as Foreign Secretary where free speech is non-existent. That is not Britain." He concluded that Farage's testimony in Washington looks less about protecting free expression and more about grabbing headlines at the expense of Britain's international reputation. So, what do you think? Has Elon Musk's brutal attack marked the beginning of Nigel Farage's decline? Could Advance UK really emerge as a new force on the right? And is Farage's Washington testimony a defense of free speech, or just another political stunt? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more updates on British politics. Thanks for watching. Take care, and goodbye.